What's up, YouTube? My name is Talon, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about what is arguably my favorite movie of 2024 with a light so far because there's a few movies that's still coming out like Kraven the Hunter, Mufasa, and I think something else that I plan on seeing before the end of the year. But realistically, I don't think those movies are going to beat Gladiator 2 because this movie was just really good. Now, you guys are probably wondering what my other favorite movies I've seen this year. Real close behind it, probably about this much. Right here, I would put Dune Part 2 because I really love that. And then right below Dune Part 2 is, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, Deadpool and Wolverine, it was a really comic book movie. I try not to use that stigma of like having comic book movies as its own like category, but at the end of the day, it's a comic book movie and it's really incomparable to Dune Part 2, and then of course my favorite, Gladiator Gladiator 2. I would say Gladiator 2, if you like the first one, you'll really enjoy this next one. I was not hesitant about seeing it. I was salty going into this movie, that already knowing that Russell Crowe did not have a part in this next movie, even though Maximus has died at this point. But I was still thinking that they could have played a role with him. But honestly, he wasn't really needed in this movie because this whole movie is a dedication and, in a way, of a love story to the first movie, of the whole plot and everything going on. So it, of course, like, it's sad to see Russell Crowe wasn't a part of this movie, but at the same time, like, this movie Gladiator 2 is, it just gives love to the first one, and so much of the plot in Gladiator 2 rides on the first Gladiator. So going forward, throughout this video, I will be talking about minor spoilers. I don't want to get into too many spoilers because, like I said, this is a really good movie, and you guys should, of course, take your time, go out and see it. I just seen it at 8:30 this morning. It's a 2.5 hour movie, and throughout the whole movie, I was pretty much on the edge of my seat. And the first battle, when the movie starts, you just get straight into the action. The overall antagonist of the movie is, of course, who we see in the trailers, but it's not who it wasn't the person who I was expecting it to be. But at the same time, like, now looking back at the trailers, you could see how they were hinting at that. I don't want to reveal like who was the antagonist for the movie, but at the same time, you can probably guess who it was. But it was a great showing of like how they did it. And then Paul Mescal, like, I haven't seen him in really anything. I looked up his movie histories, and I think he has like 6 or 7 projects that he's done in total. And this seems like it's his biggest movie, and he did really good in this role because, like, of course, he's the lead actor. And so, like, given like what's on his resume to what he did in Gladiator 2 was really, really good. And especially with his other cast members that he was surrounded by, like Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington, those are the 2 other big actors. But like Paul Mescal, like, he did what he was set out to do, and like it was even greater. Like, I don't know, it was just like, it's hard to get my thoughts together right now because, like, I'm just right out of theater. I just got home and I literally set my phone up to record. But like I said, it was a great movie. I had a great time with it. All the scenes was good. Now, Gladiator 1, I would say that's probably 9.5 out of 10, and this movie isn't that far behind it. I would say is between an 8.5 and a 9. Like, I can't put it over the first one, of course, because that one's just hard to do because of just everything that the first one had to offer. But the second one had just as much to offer, and the story was still intriguing. The battles were good. Like, there's even a naval battle within the movie, which I don't even understand like how that happened. I don't know if they used to do that at the Rome Coliseum, but like the whole time that I was watching it, I was thinking like, how did they get all that water in there, and then the sharks and the ships and everything? But at the same time, like how it was done was really good. I love the battle. It just took me back because I'm a big Assassin's Creed player. Like, I love that franchise. Besides the like newer games that has come out, I haven't really enjoyed the newest Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed Origins. But it just takes me back to like, you know, history and stuff. And I love period pieces, whether it's a movie, TV show, or video game. I just love period pieces and learning about like history, whether it's like US history or like history around the world. And I just feel like this was a really good interpretation of like how things went down in the Rome Colosseums and their Caesars and things like that. And then the two emperors, they have two emperors in the movie. I forget their names, but they're like twin brothers. And then they were like, no, I won't even reveal that part, but it, all in all, it's good. So if you're like thinking about going to see this movie or not going to see this movie because you really like the first one, it's not going to give you the same effect of Joker 2, how the first one was really good and the second one was a disservice. I would say the second one of Gladiator 2 compared to the first one, it's a good service to the original, and it's hard to really make a sequel to things these days, especially when it's been so many years since the original has came out. But they brought back Ridley Scott. I'm not sure if the same musician was back for part 2. A lot of the music sounded the same, and of course they brought back some of the music that was in the original, so it still gave you that like same good feeling that I can't even hum it, but you know what I mean. But all in all, like I said, I had a good time with this movie. Of course, I got me a Gladiator 2 cup. I do plan on seeing it again. I might see it again tomorrow, which is Sunday. I might even see it next weekend. I don't know, but all I know is I do want to see this movie again. But it go see this movie if you're thinking about it. And because like I said, you know, if you love the first one, you're still gonna like, I can't promise that you're gonna love this movie, but if you at least somewhat like the first one, you're going to enjoy this one. But that's all I have to say, because I really want to talk more about this movie, but it's hard to really talk about it because I don't want to spoil you guys and talk about spoilers or anything, because I want you guys just to go into this movie and really just enjoy it, because there's a couple things that had got spoiled to me when going into this movie, but they weren't like major spoilers. That's why I don't want to make this video as a major spoiler talk. I mostly just put my opinion on things and then, you know, release a review. But this is definitely worth the watch. I'll get the physical copy of it when it comes out, and of course I'll probably go see this again before it's out of theaters, probably next week or the week after. I'm off work for, I think I have like 4 off days because of Thanksgiving and everything, so I'll probably, you know, spend some time watching it again next weekend. But like I said, go watch this movie if you've been thinking about it. And then don't forget to go into the comments, tell me what you guys thought about this movie. If you've seen it, please don't say any spoilers because this isn't a spoiler video, but just let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the movie. And then don't forget to like this video. Also subscribe, because I'm working on getting to 200 followers or subscribers. And then have a great one. Strength and honor.